Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Juju O. Welcome to my channel if you are new. So God delivered a message to me. He wanted me to drop this message. I don't know who this message is for, but you are not unmotivated, lazy, stuck. You're not even behind. You're tired, and there's a difference. And for a lot of the collective, we haven't been getting the proper support. We haven't been getting the compassion, the support that we deserve or that we even need. Doesn't even have to do with being deserving, but that you need, that any human being needs, right? But we've been the compassionate ones. We've been the empathetic ones. We've been the ones always helping people get put on and being used and being abused, and people want to be in competition with you when you're really trying to teach them something. So God wants it to be very clear that you're still favored, you're still going to be exalted, you still are exalted, you still are chosen, you still are very much so needed. And it doesn't matter if the people around you don't support you, if they don't want to give you your credit, if they don't want to see you for truly who you are. You just have to hold the faith, because your soul tribe is coming. People that understand you, that overstand you, are on the way to you. Opportunities are going to be handed to you. They're getting things ready right now, specifically for you. There's people in your life that feel like because they don't support you, because they haven't supported you, or they feel like if they don't support you, if they pull back the support, that you're going to crumble. There's a lot of people that feel like when they stop favoring you, that God stops favoring you. And that's just ego, baby. That's all that is. Just continue to pray. Continue to have that connection, that bond with God. And God is going to continue to move mountains in your life. God is going to continue to bless you. And it doesn't matter who feels a certain type of way about it. It doesn't matter. People will see you struggling and they'll judge you. They'll point and they'll laugh and they'll talk about you and they'll judge you. But they won't have anything to say, or they won't even clap for you when they see God starting to bless you. And that's how you know who was never for you in the first place. Because it's always been above me how people can judge somebody, people can gossip about people, about the position that they're in. Like, that can't be those same people. Or as if they ever put themselves in a position to give that person advice, help, support. It's usually the people that never supported you, that never, had anything good to say about you in the first place, that rejoice, that gather around and sip tea on you. Or they feel like, they're the reason for you being blessed, and they can't seemingly understand. They can't seem to understand why, as soon as they no longer want to be your friend, or as soon as they no longer are getting something out of you, and they decide to not, want to mess with you anymore, why are you still being blessed? Or just because they're mad about something, you should be getting karma. Why is God still blessing you? And that's because God knows your heart. And especially those who don't get compassion, those who don't get support, those who don't get help from the people around them that are supposed to be there to be supportive, to be helpful, to be in their corner, to uplift them. That is who God favors. That is who God chooses. God is not going to choose the one that's falling in line with what the world expects of them. When you stay true to God, God stays true to you. Doesn't matter if you're by yourself. Doesn't matter if you've been isolated. Doesn't matter if you've been scapegoated or cast out. Because of that, God is going to exalt you. God is going to bless you. God is going to use your enemies as your footstool. So don't think that you are struggling because God forgot about you, or you don't have support because you haven't been a good person, or you're going to be alone for the rest of your life. No. God is going to put you around people that understand you, that overstand you, that understand you, that know exactly what it is that you need. And you'll be surprised how you will know what other people need. How you will start to get around people who are in alignment with you, and you guys will automatically know what the other person needs. Because when you find your soul tribe, it's like coming back to yourself. It's like coming home to yourself. When you've been around people who could not support you in the way that you needed, could not reciprocate what the energy that you give out, the love that you give out, the support that you give out, the resources that you give out, the blessings that are attached to you. But once you start to get around people who's just as pure as you, just as sovereign as you, just as empathic as you, just as, on that same wavelength as you, you'll be surprised how much you guys automatically click and just understand each other and know, okay, this is a boundary for that person. I'm not going to do that. You won't have to continuously ask for things. You won't have to continuously place boundaries and things like that. And I'm not saying that, these new connections, you're not going to have to open up your mouth and express some things, or there's not going to be, rocky moments. That's not what I'm saying. But overall, you will feel a sense of peace coming upon you. Don't be upset. Don't be down on yourself because you're tired, because it's been you all along. I don't know who that's for, but it's been you all along. So you have every right to be exhausted. You have every right to be tired. I understand. God sees, and He's handling it. You have to understand, you have to have faith that things are moving in your favor. There's a reason for the season. Check back in with God, and He will show you confirmation. This is the confirmation that you are on the right path. You're not lazy. It's not that you're not doing enough. You've done over enough. You've done more than enough. Other people could not handle what it is that you've handled. A lot of the people throwing stones, throwing rocks and hiding their hands, they could not handle what it is that they throw at you. A lot of the people judging you could not handle what it is that they're judging you for. But do you know something? A lot of these people, they will have to go through what you had to go through, and they're not going to be able to handle it. And by that time, we will be with our soul tribe. We will already be with people who are in connection to us and to God. We will already be in the new earth, engaging, having joy, having prosperity, having abundance. So let people talk, let people laugh at you, let people call you lazy, call you crazy for chasing after your dreams, for investing in yourself. You might not be seeing the rewards from the things that you're investing in right now. You might feel like, oh, I'm just going to give up. I'm just going to quit. I'm not doing this right. You might feel like a failure to the rest of your family members. But what are they doing? See, never feel like a failure around people who's not doing anything at all. Those are the failures. People who aren't doing anything at all, but they're laughing at you for trying to do something. You might try, you might slide down a little bit. You might, climb up the ladder a little bit, slide down, and they're sitting there in the grass laughing at you, but they haven't even gotten up and tried. So you have to think about what position that you're in. What position does God have you in? Where is God trying to take you? Don't worry about the naysayers. Don't worry about the people that's sitting around watching you get it on your own. That takes resilience. That takes strength. That takes being a leader. That takes faith. Because it's not just you, it's God. God is right there with you. God has been there with you, telling you to keep going. He's going to handle the naysayers. He's going to handle the people laughing at you. He's going to handle the people that think that they're going to put barriers in your path. Take a break if you need to. Pray, regroup. But the plan is still the plan. Your purpose is still your purpose. And you're going to get to where you're supposed to go. Does not matter who doesn't like it. Does not matter who laughs. Does not matter. All right? That's all I wanted to say to you guys today. I love y'all. Enjoy the rest of your day. See you in the next video.